Now we got one last person to talk about in the doghouse. And I wonder if y'all would know exactly who I'm talking about. Part of one of the youngest teams to play in the NBA this year. Um, Played pretty. I'll say he's played pretty good up to this point. Don't think he's a bad player at all, but definitely think it's time to step up when it matters, and that's not something that had happened. Now, I don't think a lot of people expected them to be where they are at this moment, or where they were. Only one of the fans that I know of actually expected them to be in this position when they got here. Um, and I like to say that this was a, well deserved playoff run for these guys. But Franz Wagner had a very bad time to have a bad game. Very bad time to have a bad game. Now, this is just to talk about that one game he had in Game 7. Orlando Magic took the Cleveland Cavaliers to 7 games. They were up 18 points at one time, but ended up losing that game. They got outscored in the third quarter by one player. And then it just seemed like there was nothing else they could do. Paolo did his best to help his team out, but Franz was pretty much nowhere to be found. 6 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 6.66% from the field. So we got that. He was 1 of 15, which was terrible. 0 of 3, 0 of 5 from 3, and had the worst field goal percentage in a Game 7 in NBA history with a minimum of 15 shots taken. The worst in NBA history? There's no way you're not going to be put in the doghouse when you have the worst game in NBA history. Now, look. Now, you played well throughout the series until you got to that game. Game 7 is when it counts. You got Paolo stepping up doing what he can. Why you can't put up 15, put up 19, put up 20? We're not asking you to put up 30, but 6 points? And you only made 1 of 15 shots? Made none from 3, so you pretty much can't shoot. You gotta work on your jumper, man. You're going to become a liability. And this Magic team is young, and they're starting to grow. Top 5 seed in the East. Not too many people thought they would be this good. A top defensive team in the league. But we all know the 3-point percentage was not there. It was the bottom of the league. So surround this team with some shooting. And Franz, you got to get better. You got to get better because it's not going to work out. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. Not going to do it at all. So, Franz, I'm expecting you to step up and do better next year. But if not, then you know where you're going to stay. So, Franz Wagner, welcome to the doghouse. My guy, you in the doghouse. And that concludes the doghouse